Hi, everybody. Leticia here. I trust your week is going well so far. I am coming in kind of with an impromptu webinar today. I usually do my webinars on a Thursday. However, I felt it was important to come in ASAP. I want to tell you about an amazing new condo project that just got launched in Playa del Carmen. It literally got launched last Thursday. And out of 50 units, like only 5 units are left. I can't believe how fast it's been moving. So that's why I wanted to really do this, sooner rather than later, because I feel like it's going to get sold out. This condo project, it's a building called Condo, and it's actually phase two of an existing project. The developer built another building in Playa that was completed in 2018. And in addition to that, they have other buildings. They have another one in Tulum. They have other buildings completed across Mexico. So without further ado, I'm going to tell you a bit about this project and why I like it so much. Actually, before I share some of the project info, I'm going to show you a video that I took yesterday showing the location of this project. Okay.
Breakfast places. One is called Que
Oh,
Huevos,
sorry.
what eggs. So,
Okay, so
hola amigos, Leticia here, coming to you again from beautiful Playa del Carmen, and I
hopefully you
am
can hear
currently
the
on the
sound.
corner of Calle 48 and 5th Avenue. This is what I like to call, and what is, the tranquil end of 5th Avenue, you guys, where we have these are a couple of beautiful, lovely breakfast places. One is called Que Huevos, what eggs, so you can tell they serve eggs and stuff. That's another one called Captain Sandwich. It's amazing food, very good prices, and this place is new, Carambrillo Seafood. Okay, and the reason we're here, my friends, is because I want to show you this building. This is called Condo. It is phase one of a project that now this building, I'm here meeting with the developer representatives and one of my colleagues who know more about this project. They literally a few days ago they launched phase two of the project, Condo 2, which is going to be right next door. So and that has sold amazingly well. By the way, right here on the corner, 7-Eleven is in the process of opening units. Currently we only have about 40 the centro, so
I'm just fast forwarding a little
lobby.
bit. I want to show you kind of what the lobby is going to look like. This is going to be
Wow, qué bonito.
Well, in this building
okay.
and in most of our projects, we work as a condo hotel, so we have 24 hours reception guys. This is, for example, a little walk apart from Hiroyuki Okumura.
Okay, those videos I'm going to have on my channel a bit later, but essentially, yeah, I can't believe it. Yesterday, when I met with the developer representative, there were still 12 units, 14 units left, and then while we were there, two more units got reserved. One of the, I think everybody recognizes that this is a very desirable location in Playa. It's the tranquil end of Quinta Avenida, the beginnings of the Colosio neighborhood. If you've either lived in Playa del Carmen before or visited, this is a very prime location, and at the same time you're extremely close to some of Playa's beautiful white sand beaches. Coco Beach, you're less than a 10-minute walk away, and you're right on Quinta Avenida, the famous Fifth Avenue, the pedestrian street in Playa del Carmen, but it is the tranquil end of Quinta Avenida, not where the nightclubs are. So, guys, I'm not surprised this project sold as well as it did. Another reason why it sold as amazingly as it did and it's selling so well is because the starting price point is very attractive. They had studios starting at 133,000 US. Those got reserved immediately. They still have literally 5 one-bedroom units left, and those start at 142K USD. That's if a client is able to put down like 90% down. If not, you could still get in at about the 152 price point for a junior one bedroom in literally the most desirable part of Playa del Carmen, in my opinion, or one of the most desirable areas. And from a developer that has a track record, they literally have the sister building next door. I'll actually show you. Yeah, the building itself is amazing in terms of the amenities it's going to have. So why don't I show you guys I'm going to share my screen, show you what this building is going to have, and then you can see why other people are seeing just how amazing this building is going to be. 1 second. Okay, I don't know how that works. I'm gonna go to. Oh, I have the renders here. Availability. Before we go into the prices and availability, I'll just show you the project brochure, the concept. Again, the location is the main thing that is absolutely amazing. And the fact that the units, so 50 units in total, a combination of studios, one bedrooms, and two bedroom suites. We've already spoken about the location, super amazing, desirable location. And in fact, I have a friend who is very analytical. One of our friends here in Playa, um, he did his research on a website called airdna.co, and he found that this corner of Playa, this location, is the most rented and desirable on Airbnb on the short-term rental platforms, for obvious reasons, like the closeness to the beach, the closeness to the Fifth Avenue, and at the same time the tranquility of the neighborhood. So again, phase one of the project is what we were seeing before. It's the building that I went to visit yesterday, and I have another video I'm going to show you of that rooftop. And phase two is going to be about twice the size. Phase one was only 20 units. Phase two is a total of 50 units. And the amenities, guys, the most impressive thing about this rooftop is they have this concept of putting a paddle court on the rooftop, and it's going to be an ocean view paddle court. Like, we are literally within 2 blocks of the ocean here. And what you have here in the background, which you can't really appreciate from here, but I'm going to show you from the rooftop video. That over there in the background is a slot of protected green space, so it cannot be built. There still are a couple of buildings being built here, but this building is going to be 7 stories, so that's about as high as they're going to allow in this area. Okay, and again, there's not much else that can be built in front of it, so your ocean view is pretty much guaranteed. The building's going to have 2 infinity pools in addition to this crazy paddle court. Okay, it's going to have a gym, 24-hour reception. So what they have with it at all the Condo buildings, and again, they have a number of them. I'm going to show you the developer's resume, so to speak. They have a condo hotel service. So these units are being offered for sale primarily as investment properties. Of course, if somebody wants to live in their unit, they're more than welcome to do so. But if your intention is to rent it out, they have condo hotel administration. They charge 20% of the gross rents that come in, and they do everything for you. They have 24-hour front desk, the check-in, the checkouts, and if you look at the reviews for their initial property, we're talking like 4.5-star reviews, stellar reviews on all the different review websites. Okay, again, absolutely amazing location. They're gonna have a well-stocked gym, another render of the rooftop. And yeah, in terms of the 1 bedrooms that are still available, again, only 5 of them, guys. So, and I can't even tell you, they are junior 1-bedroom suites, what we in Canada would call a junior 1-bedroom. So you have this see-through wall, which I think is really nice because it allows the light in and provides this kind of feel of an open space. And at the same time, you have that bit of separation between the 2 environments. The units, my friends, come fully furnished, equipped. In fact, they are turnkey, move-in ready. They will come with towels and sheets and essentially move-in ready for this price point that I'm telling you. So I hope you can see why everybody thinks this is just amazing value for the area and for what you're getting. So that's the floor plan. I'm going to show you more in terms of what's still available. By the time you view this video, they may not even be available anymore. Now, they do have a sister building that is being launched at the same time in Tulum. So for those of you who are considering Tulum, that is a solid project as well in the most desirable area of Tulum. We're gonna, I will tell you more about that perhaps on another occasion. But I mean, because of how fast this location is selling out, I wanted to really just bring your attention to this amazing project. So right now, actually, this is not even. I think that's the price list. This one do that. Okay, let's try this again. Oh yeah, this is what I wanted to show you. So really, I see. So we actually have a few more units. I was mistaken. We still have some second floor units still left. So there are actually more than 5 units left. There are 5 units between the 5th and the 4th floor, and then we have a few more here on the 2nd floor. They won't last long, you guys. So 2nd floor is, I guess, 1 above the ground floor. Yes. On the ground floor, we're going to have commercial spaces. I already mentioned to you guys in the corner, we're going to have a 7-Eleven. They've already signed the contract with 7-Eleven. And then the building under here, you're going to have, they're already pre-planning a restaurant on site. And that restaurant is going to offer room service to all the units in the building. Okay. So all these units here are facing Fifth Avenue. You have a 2-bedroom unit here on the corner, and we're going to look at the price list shortly. So yeah, but everything else, essentially, if they're in yellow, that means they've been, or green, they've been reserved already. The only available ones still left are these blue units over here. Another thing that this developer did to make it super easy for people to reserve is you can reserve with as little as $1,000 refundable deposit, you guys. Okay, so with that $1,000, you have 2 weeks to really think about whether this makes sense for you. Should you decide that maybe this is not the right investment or what have you, you can change your mind, get your $1,000 back. Most of the developers will ask you to put down $5,000 to reserve a unit. So $1,000, it makes it easier for most people to just do that on a at least on a provisional basis, and then you have the option of either obviously moving forward, lining up your finances and so on, or if you decide maybe this is not the right thing for you, then of course you could just ask for a refund. I just think this unit here, again, this is the last one left on the 5th floor. Obviously, the higher floor units are the most desirable in any building. And here in Playa, as you can see, the 6th floor is about as high as you can go. So 6th floor plus the rooftop. It's going to be beautiful, you guys. It's going to be amazing. I absolutely love the location, and I really think this building offers a good price value combination. Am I still sharing my screen? Geez, I'm so lost. What am I doing here? Oh, I still am. Okay. So I wanted to show you
top of the Condo Phase 1 building, and I want to show you the kind of amazing view we have here. As I may have shared, that green space you see over there, that is a protected green space. So over there, they're not going to allow construction. In front of us, what's being built, that's the Menese Sea Tower building. It's going to be a gorgeous building. And over here, this is where they normally have some tables, but they actually had them down for the opening event. They will replace them. Okay, so again, this was phase 1 of the project. It's a boutique building, only 20 units, still has a nice pool. I kind of want to show you kind of what you can expect. Next door is where the sister building, Condo 2, that is just being launched, is going to be built. And I'll show you the lot. It's a decent sized lot. Okay, and again, we are literally on the quiet end of Quinta Avenida right here. And it's really great to know that, the tenant is going to be 7-Eleven. That's going to make it super convenient for anybody renting or living in this building. Look at the beautiful ocean. And by the way, so now Playa del Carmen has allowed buildings of up to 6 floors or 7 floors. So basically, the next building.
Yeah, so we saw that. So the building, the sister building is actually going to be 1 floor higher than the one that I was on. Okay. I'm gonna remove this. I did tour one of the units, a 1-bedroom unit in the sister building in phase 1 of the project. That one, I have to say, in terms of the square footage, it is a larger unit, but at least it gives you an idea of what the finishings are.
Phase 1. And by the way, I was talking to the developer representative and I asked him where the name Condo comes from. So I'm showing you here an already finished unit, and the reason I'm showing this to you is just to see the level of finishings. This to me looks like quartz, okay?
It is quartz.
Tiling. Now they're saying this may be a little different in the new units, okay? You have a washer dryer.
So in the new units, because they're slightly smaller spaces, this was about 52 square meters, whatever that comes to in square feet, multiplied by 10.76. In the new units, you're going to have the kitchen bar facing the other way, perpendicular to the way this one is located.
In unit, I can tell you that this is an amenity that in places like Canada, the US, we're so used to, but here in Mexico, strangely enough, it comes at a premium. Like, not too many units in Playa del Carmen have them.
I was talking about the washer and dryer. Yeah, so washer and dryers, for some reason, the majority of builders here in Mexico, or this year in Playa del Carmen, and I would say Playa del Carmen is one of the most developed places in Mexico, they don't include washer and dryer. So the fact that this builder includes that as a standard is very desirable. Also, the fact that they include a full-size fridge. Since I've been here in Playa and I help people with both rentals and purchases, from a rental perspective, that's the biggest turnoff for potential tenants when there's a tiny fridge. Nobody wants a tiny fridge. So these guys are putting in a full-size fridge, full kitchen, all the appliances, literally a move-in ready suite.
People like, they don't like the little fridges.
We already spoke about that.
I really love these decorative kind of see-through. It looks like wood, but I guess it's some sort of plastic, but it looks really cool. All the units will come with a king-size bed, and in the case of the new units, they will have the bed facing that way, and you're going to have a wraparound closet. Okay, in the renders you'll be able to see all this. Okay, and the view will be slightly different because we're going to be, depending on where your unit will be located in the building. Okay, again, the beautiful thing about this particular building, Condo Phase 2, is that the units come fully furnished, equipped, move-in ready. The bathroom location will be slightly different. It will be actually on your right as you come in, but again, you can see some of the finishes. Very modern, clean, beach style, light and airy. I like. Oh yeah, and I was telling you, Condo is inspired by Gabriel Garcia Marquez's book called 100 Years of Solitude, famous book. And apparently in the book, the author, I haven't read the book yet, I'm sorry, I know my good friend was reading it a while ago. And apparently in the book, the author creates this pueblo mágico, like a magical village, and it was called Condo. And that's a place where magical things happen that don't happen anywhere else. So that was the concept for the.
Yeah, I see the video is slowing down a bit. I was just sharing that what Condo means. It's a concept inspired by Garcia Marquez's famous book, 100 Years of Solitude. And Condo was a place in the book where, like a village or a magical place where magical things happen that didn't happen anywhere else, because apparently it's magic realism. It's a style of writing here in Mexico and also in other Latin American countries. So yeah, Condo means a magical place where magical things happen that don't happen anywhere else in the world. How cool is that? So yeah, the last thing I'm going to show you guys is, again, the price list. Really competitively priced units. So let me just share my screen one more time. Am I still sharing? I don't even know. Oh, stop. I am still sharing. Am I? No. Share. Am I still sharing? I'm so confused. I don't think I'm still sharing my screen. Oh, share. Stop. Okay, share. Guys, I'm using StreamYard. It's a good tool. It still takes me some getting used to it. I wanted to show you the price list, okay, because it's really competitively priced for a building in this area, and for what you're getting, in my opinion, so again, so the units can start as low as 142K USD if a client is able to do a 90-10 payment plan. In other words, 90% down payment. So you only require $1,000 deposit to reserve a unit on a refundable basis. Like I said, within 15 days, you can decide whether you really do want to move forward, or you decide, maybe not. And then you have an option as to the payment plan. The delivery for this building will be is expecting for spring or March of 2024. Look at that. So not even that far into the future, you could be the owner of one of these beautiful units in a most amazing, most desirable part of Playa del Carmen. I mean, I don't think I have to sell you in Playa del Carmen anymore, but I will. International destination, dollarized rental market. Mexico has kept an open border policy this whole time, allowing that international traveler to come in from literally all over the world. The top destinations that people are coming from are the US and Canada. We also have a lot of Western Europeans, Germans, French, Spanish people that come here, whether for a week or two at a time or months at a time. The way this building is designed to be run is as a condo hotel, so primarily targeting the short-term stays. And because it's such a premium location, It will definitely appeal to the travelers, the tourists that are looking for that amazing beach town experience where they can walk everywhere, walk to the beach, enjoy the spectacular rooftop. And again, the most you would pay for any of these units for the one bedrooms, you're looking at 156K US, and that's the total. And again, you have this type of payment plan. There is one two-bedroom unit still left in the building, and that's priced at 266K, as you can see, or it could be as low as 247. Anyway, I don't make this much longer, you guys. If you are at all interested in reserving one of these beautiful units, how do I stop this now? Stop this share. Okay, there you go. Don't be shy. Reach out to me. Best way would be via email, info@freedomplaya.com, freedomplaya.com. And I will see you shortly. Okay, amigos, thank you for tuning in. I just want to keep spreading the word about how amazing Playa del Carmen is and the kind of deals you can get here. I mean, absolutely amazing properties at amazingly competitive prices. And by the way, like I said, sometime this week, we're going to get the rental history for the sister building. So if you were, my pleasure, Mary. Mary says, thank you. Yeah, my pleasure. My pleasure. Like I said, we're going to get the rental history for the existing building, but you can expect your ROI upwards of 8%. That is pretty much standard in this area for well-run buildings. And I can tell that the sister building has been well-run. The same management company continues to be running the building. So obviously the current owners, they must have been happy because the contract is only for 3 years. So if they were not happy, they wouldn't have had to keep the same management company in place. Okay. So anyway, happy to share more. And my next webinar will be on the topic of Playa del Carmen versus Tulum as an investment destination. I was going to do that this week, but you know what? This opportunity came up and I really want to let you know because I do think it's an absolutely amazing project at a great location in Playa. So thanks again for tuning in. Thank you for your love and the likes. And if you're not subscribed, if you're watching this on YouTube and you're not subscribed, please do subscribe for more awesome content from the beautiful Riviera Maya. Thank you guys. Blessings and have a great rest of the day. Okay. My pleasure. My pleasure. Mary. Blessings.